buddy, sister girl, AyChristene, and today we're checking out Domics animation. This is Sleep by Domics. I love sleep. I think it is highly important. Eating and sleeping, I think, are the two most important things that you can do in your life, you know, and to live. It's also needed. But some people that I know, they don't believe in sleep. You gotta sleep 8 hours a night. They don't believe in that. They believe, 5 hours is good for me. Crazy nut butt. But I'm not pointing any fingers or elbows at anybody at all. But link for this video is in the description box below for you to check out. Now let's get started. I should clarify, because I don't know if the pointing makes it seem like I'm pointing at the video. I'm talking about my husband, just to be clear. Because I don't want people, oh my goodness, she called Domics a butt nut. No, not him. Love you, boo.
I love to sleep.
Yes, me too.
It requires minimum effort, and you get to escape the stress and woes of reality. But sometimes I really dislike the need for it. Sometimes I just want to be up for 48 hours straight without having my soul leave my body in order to search for a more responsible vessel.
He's like,
we only have a limited time on this planet, and since I can't clone myself yet to maximize my activity output, I'd at least want to maximize the time I spend being conscious.
Do
you realize how many animes and video games I could finish much quicker if I didn't have to sleep? Because honestly, they're making them at a much faster rate than I can finish them.
True.
Anime and video games, Dom? How about them animations? Okay, I didn't subscribe for bi-weekly videos. I demand you stop being a lazy ass and upload daily animations.
You can't do that lately.
I have rights, okay? Sometimes I wish we were like smartphones where we just need to plug ourselves in to recharge, but not have to power down to do so.
No.
Okay, people have told me that it's bad to use your phone while charging, while other sources say otherwise. Internet, can you confirm? Hit me with some science. Sleeping positions is another thing. I've always slept on my stomach for the majority of my life because that's just the most comfortable position for me and helps me KO the quickest. A couple of years ago, I started feeling some spinal pains, and when I went to go see a physician and told him how I slept, he was like, yeah, don't do that. And now I have to be really aware of my spine and how I sleep so I don't end up being perpendicular someday. Sometimes I just don't give a damn and will sleep in my favorite position anyway, the victory pose. Because I like to sleep like a winner and remind myself how good we have it up here in Canada while our neighbor has to deal with this clown fiesta. And then you have dreams, which most of the time you don't even have control over.
Shots fired! Oh my goodness.
You don't even have control over. Well, I mean, I've tried. We all have.
It's hard.
I like to start my dreams by apologizing to Uncle Ben and then continuing to use my superhuman powers irresponsibly with little to no consequences. I've had so many apocalyptic dreams of World Armageddon where monsters and zombie hordes are a daily norm and I'm forced to kill or be killed.
Oh, goodness.
And then I'd wake up and it's like...
I haven't had a lot of dreams like that.
Aw, still boring. But on the flip side, I've also had surreal dreams that were so captivating that it forced myself to continue where I left off the previous night, as if it was some episodic series on Netflix.
I've tried that.
I used to sleepwalk as a kid and did some of the weirdest things. I only know this because my family witnessed me in the act, so I can only imagine what kind of things happened when no one was around.
Oh, wow.
There was one time I went to the bathroom door, which was just past my sister's room. My older sister just happened to be awake and caught me just standing in the hallway.
Creepy.
When she got up and asked what I was doing, I just started stroking the door frame like a genie lamp.
Continued
doing this for a solid minute, and then turned around and went back to bed.
That is
Another
weird.
time when we used to live in a single-story house, I was in the middle of a nap and I needed to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you got to
But instead of waking up and doing so, I slept-walked to the bathroom.
Oh, wow.
But because of the layout of my house, I overshot the distance and ended up peeing in the kitchen into a shelf where we kept the bread. My mother's scream was enough to bring me back into consciousness, but I was still in the middle of my session, so I panicked and made an even bigger mess. And then another time, which was pretty fucking
My brother
creepy,
has a story like that. I'm not gonna...
Again, my sister asked if I was okay, but I didn't answer and just walked up to their window, started gesturing to something that seemed to be standing outside on the street, and repeated, come back, over and over until walking away and going back to bed.
I can see why. I can see why he doesn't like to power
haunted? Down. Snoring is a big issue for me, and proof of that was my most embarrassing moment, which many of you know about.
I don't.
I've become very self-conscious about it and tried my best not to disturb others if I ever slept over at their place, or if I had to share a hotel room with someone.
I think
if there aren't any form of acoustic barriers between us, I'd sometimes wait and make sure everyone is asleep first before I went to sleep. Or else a nasal concert would await them and continue to keep them awake for the duration of the night.
Snored so loud
People sometimes wonder if I'm dying because I tend to emulate that kind of sound through my snore, but I'm actually perfectly fine after I wake up.
My husband said I sound like a howling wolf.
I should probably get it checked though, or maybe I got possessed by a spirit from my old house, and it hinders my life by messing up my breathing and transforming me into an anthropomorphic vuvuzela. It's like being an annoying superhero. Animator by day, vuvuzela by night. It's Domics, and he's here to interrupt your sleep, but also make you concerned for his health and well-being.
Yikes.
After going through my architecture program in university, I truly learned the value of sleep and how much I'd be willing to go to jail for strangling someone for interrupting a 30-minute nap.
Wow.
School gave me few opportunities to sleep if I wanted to maintain my GPA. It came to a point where I'd have to strategize and calculate bursts of sufficient sleep that would adequately get me through the day.
Yeah.
Okay, it's now 2 a.m. and my class is at 8 a.m. It takes me 2 hours to commute to school and no more than 1 hour to eat breakfast, shower, and get dressed.
Oh, gosh.
I should wake up at 5 a.m. That gives me 3 hours of sleep.
To sleep,
just enough cycles before I go into deep sleep. I should be good.
Oh, my goodness.
Wait. What's that
Is that
sound?
an alarm? Oh, snap. It's 8! It's 8 a.m.
Take notes for me. I think my biggest issue with sleep is thinking I've never done enough in the day before doing so.
Things to do.
Some days pass by so quickly that I can't even recall the events that occurred that day. Oh crap, it's 1 a.m. already and I've only animated one scene. How did I spend 5 hours reading creepypasta? Most of the time, I'm
stuff
not
like
even
that
aware
happens.
of how far we are into the week.
True.
See, my philosophy is that tomorrow only comes after I wake up, and postponing sleep is the only way I can extend the today. Perhaps because I'm not ready for the tomorrow.
I get that
Perhaps days are
I
filled
get
with
that mindset of like, oh, it's gonna come after I wake up. So if I'm like, all right, so I think a lot of us have this mindset. When it's 1 a.m. and you're still awake, you still count it as the same day that you're in, not realizing that tomorrow has already started. You're already an hour into tomorrow. But we don't recognize it like that. We're like, oh, we just slept till 1 a.m. last night. Not, hey, we just slept till 1 a.m. this morning. I think it's more often said, hey, I was up till 2 a.m. last night, but not really. You were up till 2 a.m. this morning. And I think a lot of us have that mindset of tomorrow begins when I wake up, not now at 5 o'clock in the morning while I'm still awake. No, I sleep and then it's tomorrow. That's true. That's super true.
So much bliss that going to bed means submission, and avoiding sleep is my futile attempt at overindulging in something that need not to be kept in the present and can only survive as a past experience.
Like watching TV shows, binging.
And then I remember that Final Fantasy 15 keeps getting delayed, so I guess the sooner I sleep, the sooner it'll release.
It came out.
Square Enix, get your shit together.
Oh dear.
Speaking of necessities.
So this was when, this is before the game came out, obviously. But yeah, I get his mindset of, I get why when he said at the beginning that he doesn't like to power down. He understands the necessity of sleep, but he doesn't like to power down. I completely understand now because he had all these sleepwalking episodes. So, and the fact that he snores. So he's uncomfortable with sleeping. Me, I am very comfortable with sleeping. And I've had stories of like situations where I'm a snorer. I learned I was a snorer from my husband back when we were dating. And then when I was pregnant, I fell asleep on the couch while our house was full of people, and they all got to experience my snoring. I'll tell you one thing, when you're pregnant, you is tired as heck. And then you have your, oh my goodness, I'm pregnant stage. Hopefully, because it depends on where you're at with wanting to be pregnant. Then you're at the honeymoon stage, like, oh, I'm pregnant. Then you're at the, I don't give a F about nothing. I'm tired. I'm asleep right now. I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat right now. Like you can get a little hostile towards the end of the pregnancy. I learned that for sure. I ran into that issue at work, but I've always loved sleep. Sleep has always been something I love. Like I would love to sleep right now, but I can't because I gotta record. But I've always had this relationship with sleep where I've been super comfortable with sleeping anywhere. Granted that I feel safe, but I love sleep. I think sleep is like a hug. Sleep is like you're giving your mind a hug just to relax and just chill. And I can almost sleep anywhere. I think that's like in the house. Like I can sleep on the couch. I can sleep on the floor. I've slept on the bed. In the bed, obviously, I've slept. like just on a bean bag on my little Pusheen. Not little Pusheen, I've got a massive Pusheen. Like, I don't think you guys can, it's so big I can't put the whole thing in this frame, but this is only a part of its butt. You can't see the whole thing. Crap. But I slept on that thing too. But sleep for me is just like I just freaking love sleep. But let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Have you had a similar situation like Domics, like sleepwalking or something like that? Do you feel uncomfortable sleeping in front of people or around people? Or do you have like a great relationship with sleep? How is your relationship with sleep? Let me know down below. If you like that video, check out the link in the description box below to support Dom. If you like this video, hug the like button. I love you guys as always. And until next time, buddies. Toodles.